on your knees in a straitjacket, muzzled by metal and leather, chained heavily by 6 pro heroes in the street, looking at them as they held onto the chains, your eyes slowly turning black, still in your human form, the scent of flesh, making you go mad even more, the blood in your mouth still trying to breathe, what's getting to be painful. Blood tears ran down your cheeks as you looked at the blood moon, hoping deep down you could bear the transformation till Kurogiri showed up. Being in a cage for so long and being hurt by the heroes was way too much to bear anymore. Even though you escaped from the heroes, they had caught you again. Not just you, but a little boy that was like you also. Knowing that the little boy was safe in your darkness, you only had one option and you had to become a Wendigo again. The 6 small horns around the crown of your head became antlers again, and then your nails had become sharp as blades. Feeling your ribcage open and your black fur, then falling asleep letting the darkness take over. The Wendigo those 6 heroes had seen was the last thing they saw before they all died and were eaten. There was so much blood on the walls and concrete that the scent of blood would remain. When Kurogiri had finally appeared, you were in your real form now, sitting in the darkness as the little boy slept beside you peacefully, holding out your skull wolf mask to you. Kurogiri knew you wanted to go home.
Shall we go home now?
Reaching for the mask now, then blinking your eyes once, saying yes to the question, putting the mask back on, then turning back into a human, wearing the straitjacket and the pants to it, tilting the wolf skull mask up so you could see Kurogiri with your red eyes. From how he looked, Kurogiri had been delayed by other heroes as well. Kurogiri you trusted with your life and your mask, because only Kurogiri knew your real form and how it worked. Also, the 2 of you have been married for a few years now, but both of you were the other top villains in the city. Feeling Kurogiri's hand on your cheek was so warm, holding his hand in yours again, loving his attention and love for you. The way that Kurogiri could calm the Wendigo part of you made you love him more. Kurogiri loved you with all his heart, the one love that had always been by his side.
We should go home now before there's an alert.
Okay, Kurogiri. We have to take the little boy too.
That is all right.
Picking up the little boy in your arms, then resting your head on Kurogiri's chest, taking in the darkness you love. After introducing the little boy to Tom Randall for one, you knew that they would take care of the little one. The bite on your arm had healed from the little one's bite, so that when they got older, you could train them and teach them how to live. Laying beside Kurogiri again in his arms, you could finally sleep with no worry or the Wendigo being restless. The wolf skull mask hung on the wall beside the bed. The next night you had woken up more refreshed, with no hunger for maybe a month or 2, letting Kurogiri sleep because you knew he needed it. In return, you would help him with his assignments.
How shall I help my love today?
The black book you had since you were a kid appeared in front of you. Then you see words on the page. When the book appeared, or opened to a page, then you knew what to do.
Bring back the souls of the heroes I killed last night. That's a wonderful idea.
Reanimating the dead heroes, then questioning them each, so you could have the information that Kurogiri needed. The many times you had killed for Kurogiri did not matter. Remembering that night you married him, and then when you died the first time. Beginning a flashback. The first time you died was when you saved Kurogiri from Bakugo and Shoto At the time, your quirk was weak. It had been a whole week after you and Kurogiri had married. Tomura had tried to bring you back to life. It was not possible after the hero raid. So Kurogiri kept your body on the podium outside the city, in the forest. Then when the Wendigo appeared that night, with a deal for Kurogiri, the only condition was that for you to always be loved by Kurogiri and only him alone. Also to find others like you that had the Wendigo blood inside them. Surprisingly, you were a pure blood Wendigo with a human form, and so the old Wendigo gave you his body as a sacrifice. In a few hours before morning, you woke up, seeing Kurogiri again like you never died. End of flashback. Hearing Kurogiri as he walked in the living room, you smiled. Morning, Kurogiri.
Don't you mean evening, my love?
Either way, you're the only light that I need. Hearing your words, Kurogiri was still happy he married you, and that you were healthy. As Kurogiri held you close to him, there was nothing or anyone else in the world Kurogiri would choose over you. Two quirks of darkness were more than compatible, especially with all the love you both had for each other.
Hello everybody, this is Skull Kid, and I hope everyone enjoyed the video. This video was a challenge, and I hope I did a good job of it. And till next video, everybody. And if you have your own challenge for me, then leave it down in the comments, and I always read them and I always reply to them. Have a good night, everybody. Later.